I'm an engineer by trade. I was in the Army, got drafted during the Korean War. I worked for two defense companies as an engineer, manager, marketing type, internal development. I went to work for a venture capitalist. Back in the days when venture capital was done by rich guys with their own dough. I went on to run 3 companies, all turnarounds. Went back in between, I was in the venture business. The company that we started was really sort of serendipity. My wife worked for Dartmouth, and so I used to hang around. And I got to know the guy who was the director of computing services. One day I walked into Kiewit, and the guy who was the director of computing services saw me walk by. He waves me over and he says, "Hey," he says, "we got 2 guys here that want to start a company and they need you. Would you like to write a business plan?" So I said, "Sure, why not?" I said, "I'll even help you run the company." So it was serendipity. I believe that leadership is extremely important, almost regardless of management style. Management style is important because it makes good associates and employees, or it doesn't. But someone has to positively be a leader. There is no such thing as a 50-50 partnership. Just forget that idea. Someone has to be in charge. If you get the right instincts, I think you can tune them up. I am a great believer that big companies are the best training grounds for potential entrepreneurs that there is. What you learn is how to do it. You learn the mechanics, you learn the procedures, you learn the relationships, you will learn all the kinds of things that you were actually not born with, that are not taught to you in any school. So I strongly recommend go out and work for General Electric or somebody like that, and take your job seriously and treat it as a learning experience. You are not necessarily there to be promoted. You're there to learn. You will have the preparation and the basis and the foundations for making that idea into a company.